Here we go. We got the fourth best car. We're going to jump into it straight away. Those of you who are new to this is going to be episode 8. We are 4 races away from the season end. We're sitting 13 points ahead of our teammate. P9 in the driver's standings, P5 in the constructors. It's going to be a close battle with Aston. We're 24 points ahead. So far, we have the better car, thankfully, so that will help us a lot. We're going to keep the same engine here at Japan and hope for no disasters. We'll do this minor downforce. Get it on before the race. That'll be pretty huge. Also, I think this weight redistribution could be good just before the race. I think that's going to be all for us. Welcome, Josh. Appreciate you stopping in, brother. I appreciate you stopping in.
We've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix. Thanks for stepping in.
I'll take the resource points. We already have a good engine. Maybe we can use those ERS, those points we just got to get. We'll throw on durability. Throw on 2 durability upgrades. You accepted, my friend. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 upgrades coming in before the Japanese Grand Prix. We're hoping for all 4 greens. We're going to start off here. We're episode 8. Round... We're round 13, episode 8. Here we go. 1 green. That's a good start. Good start.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the
Another
next
green.
race weekend.
2 more greens. That's huge. Alright, we still have the 4th best car. We are a little bit better than Aston. Luckily, we are going into the race with all high morale across the board because all of our parts went through. We'll keep it balanced tires. And we'll go ahead and jump into the race weekend. Alright, our ICE is getting pretty worn. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, man. All that support just means I'm going to keep pushing even harder. Let's lock in. Here we go. First banker lap, Q1. We're trying to get something out of it. It'll lock up there. What up, F1 boy? Welcome to the Twitch stream. Welcome back. You're in the Twitch and the YouTube stream. Mad love to you. Let's see where we're at. It's not looking good right now. P16.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
All right, we'll give Verstappen his space. Let him start his lap. 36 is quite low around here. I mean, yeah, I believe you. The only thing is with raising the front wing, if I can't raise the rear wing as well, I think that I'll just end up spinning the car. Because now we're in Parc Ferme, and I can't change the rear wing. I can only change the front wing. Either way, we push on. Stay in 7th gear here. There we go. That was perfect. We just lost all of our time that we gained. Not great. Not looking good for us right now.
Okay, tyres have collected some marbles. Grip will be...
Heard a 10 wing gap's fine before you notice a ton of understeer. I run 42, 32. And don't oversteer much around here. Maybe we turn the wing up a little bit. I mean, we already out of qualifying, so we've just got the race to make moves. We're sitting P17. If we wouldn't have invalidated there, we probably could have made it through to Q2. All we needed was a 10th improvement. I'm pretty sure we were on 2/10 improvement. We had 7/10 in our pocket, but we fumbled it, so we'll see where our teammate can qualify.
Welcome along.
We'll see what our
SUZUKA. This
grid here is, and then
before we begin,
all right, let's jump into the grid.
Look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving
Steal
on to
for the
rest of
McLaren.
grid, we have
Getting a proper F1 wheel for my
Russell,
birthday.
Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, Perez.
See where our teammate is.
Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Albon.
Teammate
Stroll,
P11, just out of
Ocon,
Q2.
Bottas,
Not a bad showing for him.
Tsunoda, Joe, the Professor.
We're gonna be P17.
Ricardo and Nico
Yeah, Josh,
Hulkenberg
if you're getting
rounds off the
a real like a actual F1 wheel, even if it's just the rim style, I definitely think that you should get comfortable on the wheel before you start doing that. All right, we are at the back of the grid. I think we should finish the race on the softs, honestly. We'll see what we can do there. We're going to go like 19 and a half laps. Everything else was the same. All right, here we go. Take 2 at Japanese Grand Prix. No, we're not going to blame that one on Shea. That was our fault. Almost wing damage there. We're just going to have to try and stay in the pack. Not use a whole bunch of ERS. What up, Remy? Welcome in, brother. Down to race in Texas. Potentially, depending on how much time I have after this race. And if Shay's willing, I mean, if Shay doesn't want to, we can just get a 1v1. If that's what you want to do. But yeah, after this race, I'm down. We can definitely get into it. Appreciate you stopping by. Looks like someone is slowing the pack down a little bit. They are on the better tire right now, so fighting with some of them is not a good idea. But of course, we don't want to fall out of the DRS range. Got a little bit closer there. I think maybe I need to stay in 5th gear there. That way I can get a little bit more on the power. I don't want to waste all of our ERS. I am trying to save it. Maybe I'll go for a move here.
Nice move. Good job. Okay, DRS
Not a
will be
bad one.
enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Still losing a little bit of time in the S's. I think that might just be me, honestly. We're going to try and lock in. Obviously, we know there's some corners where we can catch up a decent amount of time. Fifth gear seemed a little bit better there. We will get DRS down the back straight. Looks like it's Mercedes 1-2 right now. We're having a hard time right now. I don't know if the tire pressure is wrong. Or what, but luckily we didn't pick up any damage there. We're still moving.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
I think maybe the hard tire is the call. Maybe we jump to the hard tire, see if we can't roll something there. I mean, we're struggling right now. We're gonna switch to the hard tires because
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
obviously we're struggling on these mediums. Maybe an undercut gets us a little bit of positions. Should I get a wheel with real buttons on an F1 wheel? I mean, Josh. Ultimately, Josh, though, if you have the money for it, I would say get one. If you don't have the money for it,
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
you can be fast on a wheel, on a controller, I mean. Budget's quite big, Josh says.
Okay, go, go, go.
I mean, that's
Perfect
pretty
job on
vague,
the turn
honestly.
in there, mate. Looks like a
But
nice stop time. We're happy with
if
that one.
if the budget was,
Okay, stay clear of the white line.
if we're
on the
talking
exit. You'll
just
receive a penalty
for
dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
the wheel and the pedals, if the budget's around $1,000, I would go and upgrade to a Moza. If it's north of $1,000, I would look at getting like a R9 and like a Moza R9 and like a FSR formula wheel. I found one for 151 euros or 346 euros.
Come on.
Well, with secondhand equipment, you have to be really careful. That's all I would say. Make sure it works for one. And R12 with SFR wheel, CRP pedals is my dream right now, says Shay. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much that exact kit would be. Probably about $2,000.
Okay, you're now in P17.
We've made up some spots with the undercut. Not doing that move though. And you know, it's a... And you know, a 1K cockpit would be nice. It's very true, Shay. Very true, my friend. Tire pressure seems decent for now. We are probably going to lose this spot.
3.4 seconds.
Our only chance really here is a safety car. Or something crazy happening. Maybe a red flag. Still on Logitech pedals. You're crazy for that. We are in our 25% range, so our tires are a little bit hurting. Oh, Logitech pedals. Yeah, Remy, did you see the Alpine track racer? That's 1K. Crazy. Haven't played career mode since 2021. It all depends on the track for me, Remy, honestly. And the setup right now, obviously we're not.
They seem to have an
Tech
issue.
Disco Story, that's 100K. Apparently I tried out one of their racing F1 arcade which had the kind of money since they don't have force feedback on 100%. In F1 arcade. Oh, he's not out of the race. He must have spun. We'll have to see what happened to Russell at the end of the race.
Okay, clear.
Of course, now we got him behind us. That's not great. I am lapping the AI average. Yeah, if you're lapping them, brother, you definitely need to turn it up. No offense. Might crack it up to 80. Try it. It helps you get used to the AI. It does help you get used to the AI, and it helps you also get used to side-by-side racing. I'll definitely buy that. Yeah, right. Where's the nearest spank? Let's go rob one. Just kidding. You better be kidding. Can I get a loan for 200K to buy a sim rig? I'm not paying it back. Tires are at 40% here. How many laps to go, Formula? Formula, this is the last lap. Unfortunately, we're sitting P14 out of the points right now. I believe our teammate is in the points. I am dive bombing and I'm qualified in 2 seconds. Also, 2 seconds slower than me. If they're 2 seconds slower than you, then you can turn the difficulty up 20 clicks and you could still be faster than them. Every click that you turn the difficulty up, it's 1/10. So if you turn it up 10 clicks, it's a second. Those of you who didn't know that, now you know. Every time you turn it up 1 tick, it's a 1/10 of a second, and if you turn it up 10 ticks, it's a full second.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
Josh, if you're asking my current AI level, this race we did 108. Unfortunately, it didn't pay out for us. We ended up coming home P14.
Gets another historic.
He just spins. Is that Perez who hits him? That is Perez who hits him. Perez loses his wing from that. And there we go. Last night race with Shea was good. Eric, I agree, brother. The race against Shea was good. We're going to be helping Remy practice Coda tonight. It's a rare case of the AI making a mistake there. We'll double check the standings. We stayed P9 so far in the drivers. We're 9 points ahead of our teammate. So we're still, it's close. Draco with the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome into the stream. We sit 20 points ahead of Aston in the constructors. How do you feel about Lewis moving to Ferrari? Formula, honestly, if he thinks that it's what's best for his career, I got to support him. He's my favorite driver. And if Mercedes weren't willing to give him what he needed and what he wanted, then that's on them. Appreciate the follow, Draco. Hello, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, brother. Appreciate you for asking. It's been a pretty good day. How are you doing on this lovely Friday? That was the end of round 13.